An economic calendar, gotta be one of the more boring terms out there. I mean, think about it. Buying momentum, buying the breakout, catching a falling knife, diamond hands. I mean, there are so many nice little sayings out there. And then we have economic calendar, but these are a very, very important tool, and they matter a whole lot for us as day traders. Sure, for swing traders and investors also, but especially for us day traders, you gotta be following the economic calendar. And I wanna walk you through and give you a real life example of this. That way you know I'm not just sitting here talking in theory. I want you to see a real world example of just how these calendars need to be followed and need to be part of your day trading routine. So I want to walk you through a trade here, and just a little bit of context. I'm trading options, but that's besides the point. The key dynamic that you need to understand is that I want to see the price come down. If the price comes down, then I will be able to make money. So that's the main thing that you need to understand here. Prices going down, I make money. And you're going to see this order right here change from white to green. That means that I was filled on the contract I'm trying to buy because I'm doing options here. But again, this principle is whether you're doing stocks or options or anything else, follow the economic calendar. And then over here, you're going to see it show up, and then these numbers will start flashing. So just in case you've never seen my screen before, I want to get that all mapped out. So let's get the video playing, and you can see it's turned to green, which means I've been filled. And now over here, you can see I bought one contract for $30.70, and then that is the current open P&L. And now it's just a waiting game to see what happens. So this is just a literal real life trade that has happened, and a lot of this is being done very intentionally with the economic calendar in mind. So I want to see the price here come down. So the reason why, as it gets green here, that's red, is because, yeah, I want to see this price come down. And if the price comes down, that'll start to change into the green. So let's just continue to watch and see what happens here. As the trade unfolds, you can see that candle getting red now, and that's why that number down there is starting to change to green. So just letting things play out, but I'm being very aware and paying attention to the time itself. And sure, I'd love to see this thing start to come down quickly. And right there, I got out for $80. So that all occurred in, I don't know, what was that? Maybe 1 minute. So 1 minute, $80. Why did I get out though? The price was coming down. That's a good question. And I got out because of the economic calendar. I knew there was something coming. What do I mean by that? So again, to keep this as real world of an example as I can, this is, like I said, how it all played out. But in our chat room that I offer at claytrader.com, we have the economic calendar posted every morning. So let's get this up here, and you can see that there's something right here at 9:45, 9:45, 9:45. In fact, 3 economic reports. So we had manufacturing PMI, global PMI, and then services PMI. And do you ever know necessarily which ones are going to really impact the market? Sometimes, yeah, there's blatant ones, but in this situation, you don't quite know. But you know, when there's 3 reports coming out at once, it's something where, you know, that's something that could really influence the market. And that is why down here, I offered up a reminder that news at both 9:45 and 10 a.m. Eastern, just as, like I said, so people can be aware. Now, what do you need to be aware of? Well, and now if you're just a random degenerate gambler that's here for the fun of it, and you're saying, hey, Clay, I just use the market so I can save myself a plane ticket out to Las Vegas, then fine, this doesn't apply to you. But assuming you are a serious trader, then your goal is, I want an edge. And if your odds are at 50-50, that's not an edge, that's just 50-50 odds. And that's what a lot of this boils down to when it comes out to these economic reports. You don't know how the market is going to react. Now, if you have some sort of deep thesis on how I think it's going to behave this way, because for that reason and these other reasons, then okay, this doesn't really apply to you. But as a day trader, usually we're not trying to look through cash flow statements and come up with some sort of broad economic theory on something. We're just there to trade price action. We're there to look at the charts, look at the candles, and trade price action for the vast majority of day traders. So from that angle, it's literally just a 50-50 coin toss. How is the market going to react? I have no idea. Maybe the market goes straight up. Maybe it goes straight down. Maybe the market doesn't even care about it. But the point is you really don't know. So it becomes a coin flip if you're going to hold your position during these reports. Now, again, first off, I wanted to see prices go down. That's how I made that money, and that's what I would have needed to happen to make money. So to just keep that in mind. And then I want to ask you, let's see if you can guess when 9:45 happened. So I'm going to get this plane, and I'm just use your eyeball test, and let's see, can you see when it became 9:45? So just take a guess. And look at that. Right at 9:45, the economic report came out, and look at that candle. And what direction did I want the price to go down? I wanted the price to go down, yet as you're seeing here, the price is doing the exact opposite of that. And that is exactly why you need to know what's going on from an announcement perspective. Always be aware of it. And like I said, if you have some sort of confidence, that's fine. I suppose it's where everybody's risk tolerance goes into play. But in my opinion, it becomes a very 50-50 coin flip if you're going to hold through one of those positions. I would have gotten absolutely roasted in that position because, like I said, I wanted the price to go down. Now, of course, you could get the spike in your favor, but that's what I mean by 50-50 coin cost. There's really no edge. You're just simply gambling at that point. And I'm not here to gamble. I want to put myself in those situations where I feel as though I have some sort of edge. And if the edge disappears to 50-50, well then by definition, that's no longer an edge. It's just 50-50, and that's not the circumstances that I am looking for. So get the economic calendar. I mean, hey, I'll bias. Join my chat room. That way you'll have the economic calendar every morning, but you don't have to do that. There's economic calendars out there. But like I said, I just wanted to walk you through that real world example of how I could have gotten really smacked in the face pretty hard if I had not been paying attention to the economic calendar out there and using it as a tool. So like I started the video saying, not the most exciting term out there, kind of a boring one if you're honest, but it's still nonetheless a very, very important tool. So hopefully this helps. And if you have any good sites that you want to share where you get your economic calendars from, you can leave those down below. Or just like I said, come join the community. We'd love to have you. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.